says I'm live, so I hope that I am. And there we go, that one goes. And now that one goes. All right, they're only seconds apart, but okay. Now I did a weird thing over here. I've been okay. How have you been, Quan? I mean, all things considered, you know, the whole channel nonsense and all of that, but yeah. Had a decent Thanksgiving. Turkey, you know, turkey, potatoes, sweet potatoes. What else do we have? Green beans. I don't remember. Yeah, and you know what, let's see. I'm going to do a normal thing for me, I suppose, which is to do some octortle. So let me move this over here. Well, I'm glad your Thanksgiving went well, Quan. That's good to hear. It's your birthday. That's crazy. You know, my sister's birthday is on the 26th, so this year it was the day before Thanksgiving. So let me ask you this, Nasal Penny. Well, first of all, yeah, happy birthday. But do you get your presents? Do you feel that somehow you get your presents aren't as good as they might be because of the proximity of your birthday to Christmas? So there. So I think sometimes that happened to my sister. But anyway, we're going to play the whole, wait, did I play today's? I guess I played today's already. Oh no, did I? I sure did. Okay. Well, I can play just the practice games of it then. Let's play the practice of the sequence version of it. Holy mackerel. I was thinking as I was setting up this evening, oh here, let me shrink my head, that I had didn't play it so that I could play it for you guys. I guess I totally vegged out. Anyway, I gotta catch up on some comments. You know what, here, since we're doing comments real quick, let me go back to this. And I'll put this back over here for a minute. And let's see. Okay, so Quan, I don't have any movement on getting the channel back for the moment. I'm still just kind of stuck. So if anybody has any great ideas, that would be great. I'm gonna have to make a video about that, you know, the status update or lack of update, I guess, and maybe post that in the next, you know, few days or something. I guess, I don't know. It probably makes sense to do that, but anyway. Yeah, see, I thought that might be the case with the presents, Nasal Penny. Oh, right on, Rob. It's something to look forward to. Okay, I feel like I'm caught up with the comments now, so I'm going to go back and play Octortle for a few minutes. Hey, Javon. Thanks for coming by. Okay, here we go. Cushy. Joint. Freak. And what do we get? Could be remit. Could be merit. Let's put in plum and just see if we get... Yeah, we do. So is it remit? Yay. Opine. Filmy. Worth. And dwelt. And blink. And spoke. And order. Oh, otter. There we go. Okay. Yes, Rich, I will be doing tapping on wood tonight. Last birthday of your 30s, yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, sometimes I'm surprised when I catch myself thinking about myself, Rob, and it's like, oh, wait a minute, yeah. Because, I just turned 60 this year, so. Zowie, 60. When did that happen? I don't see it. Let's put in plum and wage. Oh, stoop, maybe? Stoop, okay. And slept. And canny, I guess. And waltz, maybe? What do you know? And slice and delta and cheer. Oops. Okay. And amply. Okay. And we are alive or we're dead. Yeah, I think that's one of those either or kind of things, isn't it? What is this going to be? Scrap, probably. Nope, scram. Alright, and actor. And brief. And native. And Magic, okay, there we go. So, Justy. And what is this now? Wretch. And hasty. Okay. And over here, let's do that. And fishy. Joint. Freak. Oh, I gotta stop there, but okay. I don't see what this one is, so we'll say plum. Waged. Okay. Rover, maybe? There we go. And fair. And muddy, maybe? And scent. And depth. And wedge. And rally. Okay. Oh, for those of you who are interested, oh, I haven't switched the thing over, have I? How could you guys let me get away with that nonsense? Holy mackerel. I'm sitting there just saying random words and typing, and you guys are just letting me babble. Anyway, so now we're actually on the right window. Heebie-jeebie. things. For those of you who have been curious or paying attention, I got seeds for the front yard, a bunch of wildflower seeds, and so this can be way to include some California Golden State poppies and some cornflower and that kind of thing. Third, I guess. Yeah. What? Oh, glove, yeah. All right. And stone. And omega. And koala. And snooper spoon. Wow. Razor. Okay. Piney. Yep. Spite. And birth. Oops. Broom. And mid. What time is it getting to be for? Okay. I'll do a few more of these and then I don't know, maybe I'll think of something else to do. Or maybe I'll just play this till the break or something. I don't know. Ardor. Okay. Tabby. Alive. Crash. Okay, looks like everything's fine. Oh, pesto. Pesto, okay. And adore. That's funny, ardor and adore. Budge. Envoy, right? There we go, yeah. And there we go. She, judge, freak, plum, okay. Leapt. Hey, what do you know? Flum's gonna be my guess. Jumbo. Oops. And gloat. Hilly, I guess. Huh. Valid, maybe? Is that what it is? V-A-L-I-D. There we go. Yeah, okay. And heartbeat. And jumped. There we go. says tiger, I guess. Yeah, tiger, 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 and snack, snack. Okay, what is this going to be? I'm not sure. Filer. Hey, what do you know? Gauze, is that right? Nope. So vague. Okay. Comic. And I was going to say madam, but that's an S. A mass. Alright, P-A-U-S-E, pause. And ruler, I suppose. And 7. Oops. Okay. And rogue. Alright. And there we go. Cushy. Joint. Freak. Okay, so probably hitch and mulch and totem and cyber and ditch and allay and outer. Or no, there's no R. What do we have? Oh, it's not that. Quote. Okay. And food. Okay. Okay. And cushy, joint, freak. I don't see what this is either. Goofy, maybe? You're welcome, Alien Simulation. Thanks for showing up. Worry, I suppose. Okay. Bible, I suppose. Nope. Bilge. Nope. I should have said that. I was not paying attention. Belie. Okay. And asset. Oh, what's the time getting to be? We're almost ready for the break, so let's just. And is it exile, I guess? Oops. And adorn. And Missy. Well, you know. Okay, that'll be it. I'm going to take a break now. Be back. here. Okay, I am now back. And yeah, okay, and so I'll not do some more octortle for a minute, so I will do as requested and responded to. I will do some tapping on some wood, starting with my head, I suppose. Okay. Wood. Tapping of wood. As usual, starting with just the pads of my fingers. And just tapping. Oh, there goes my fridge. Hopefully it's not too horrible. I will move my hand as I continue tapping. Well, I suppose I'm actually moving both my hands and the piece of wood, aren't I? How was everybody's Thanksgiving? What'd y'all have? Oh, for Thanksgiving, I mentioned earlier we had turkey and potatoes, etc. You know, the typical stuff. But the day before Thanksgiving was my sister's birthday, as I mentioned earlier. And for her birthday dinner, we had macaroni and cheese and meatballs. Just because that's what she wanted. So her middle daughter made her macaroni and cheese and meatballs. Also, is anybody going to be going to any like trips, vacation, you know, away from home kind of thing for the winter time, you know, the Christmas holiday breaks, or, well, you know, you might not be doing Christmas, but winter holidays seems to be, you know, a pretty common thing. Anyway, let's see what we have here. Huh, okay. Chicken instead of turkey, that's alright. But the rest of you know, it sounds all good. Oh, right, that's right. Yeah, the first Thanksgiving in your new house. That's pretty cool. Oh, wow. Well, I'm sorry to hear that your trip got canceled. I hope you can sort it out. And were you going to New York for family, pleasure, fun, or was it business, or do you not want to talk about it? Excuse me. Okay, let's reposition myself so I'm sitting with a little bit better posture. that's good family fun. Well, I hope you can get it all sorted out to a satisfactory conclusion. Hey, oops, it said there was 12 of us, now it says there's 11. Well, I guess that there's 11 concurrent viewers and there's 12 of us, isn't there? Because I guess I should include myself, even though I'm not a viewer. But oh, wait a minute, now it says there's 14 viewers. No, 13 viewers. Hey, Moss Bun. Well, thanks for coming by. I think I will now switch to tapping with my fingernails and doing the tapping over there while I'm speaking over here in this microphone. And I'll start with some tapping and some soft speaking. So I'm tapping over there, but I'm speaking softly over here. So I'm tapping over there, but I'm speaking softly over here. I'm tapping over there, but I'm speaking softly over here. I'm tapping over there, but I'm speaking softly over here. Hey, little fishy. I'm doing okay. How about yourself? I'm going to switch ears now. So I'll tap over there while I speak softly over here. So I will tap over there while I speak softly over here. And I will tap over there while I speak softly over here. And I will tap over there while I speak softly over here. And I will tap over there while I whisper over here. And I will tap over there while I whisper over here. And I will tap over there while I whisper over here. And I will tap over there while I whisper over here. Now I will switch. And I will tap over there while I whisper over here. And I will tap over there while I whisper over here. You know, I do have some big books. I might keep that in mind for the future. stop by a little fishy. So, tapping over there while I'm whispering over here. And I'm tapping over there while I'm whispering over here. And I'm Okay, I guess I'm back. How much is it easier for me to look that way? Or... Anyway, let me do it this way. Alright. Not that it matters a whole lot. So what am I going to do for triggers now? I don't know. Well, while I'm thinking about it, I'll do a few minutes of the my, well, as it is now, filthy chopstick, because I've only been using it for this thing. I think I have like 4 of them, but I use them for like stirring stuff and things like that. Because I almost never eat anything that, where chopsticks is the suitable utensil. So, but anyway, I do quite like this noise. Okay, hang on a second. Used to do jar with a rubber band noise. Well, I used to use a different jar, and I used to do this. Is that maybe what you're thinking of? I still like this noise too. I guess I don't do it very much anymore, do I? Partially because it's kind of a tedious, you know what I mean? It's so weirdly repetitive in a, unusual way. It's more tiring than you'd think. I actually think this thing works better with a full-size mason jar, but they're all being used, so I guess I should just buy a jar, or maybe keep one aside, that's like just its purpose is only for this, and I don't use it for anything. Oh, did I already mention that I made pink lemonade and tangerine peach ginger bug sodas for Thanksgiving? They turned out really, really good. starts to get a little tedious as well. So I'll probably revisit it just because I do like the noise as much as I dislike the... Oops, don't bang jars, Bill. Okay. There we go. How about the brush? I might even revisit the good old chunk of wood with the brush a little bit too. Okay, let's just start with some basic, just going softly on the microphone with the brush. Doing that Bob Ross thing, but only abstractly. You know, there's no actual canvas and paint at all. It's all in your mind, man. So, whatever I'm painting, man, it's in your imagination. Painting the brush on the microphone. Painting the brush upon the microphone. Painting the brush on the microphone. Brushing the microphone with the brush. Brushing the microphone. Brushing the microphone. Brushing the microphone. Brushing the microphone. Let's go to the other ear. Brushing the microphone. 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 Now I think I'll do the brushing in one ear while I whisper in the other kind of thing. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so I will brush on the microphone over there while I whisper over here. This is always a challenge to my coordination. While I'm brushing over there, while I'm switch to brushing on the end grain for a bit. Let's do that, shall we? Brush on the end grain of the wood. Just brushing on the end grain. Brushing on the end grain of the wood, okay. I don't think I'm going to be doing anything with shaving cream. Thanks for the suggestion, though. Well, first of all, as you might imagine, I don't own any shaving cream, so... Although I have put plastic bags around the mics and just kind of did the crinkling thing. Let's switch to the other ear for a bit, shall we? How's time going? Okay, we're all right. 4 minutes and some seconds left, I guess, there for the next break, anyway. Brushing on the end grain of the good old chunk of wood. Brushing on the end grain of the chunk of 2x4. We're brushing on the end grain of the chunk of 2x4. And we're brushing on the end grain of the good old chunk of wood. And I'll switch again here. What are getting to? 2 minutes and something, so that seems getting close to the 2-minute warning, right? So now we're inside switch over here for the last few seconds here before I... Okay, we're down to the last few seconds here, so I'll be doing another break, and I don't know, maybe I'll do a different trigger when I come back. I don't know, maybe I'll go back to playing Octortle, I don't know. Anyway, it's time for another break, so I'll be right back. And here we go, I'm back. And wait a second, let me, so I can see that. You know, I think I am gonna play some more Octortle just because I find it amusing and fun to do, so I'm gonna indulge myself. So we'll go to this bit here. I'll go back over to here. I'll say new game. Do I need to move myself? How does that keep happening? There we go. Alright, that should be okay. Okay. Cushy. Joint. Freak. Could be Hover, could be Homer. Could be something that doesn't start with H. So it's not Homer. Okay. Horde. Alright. Kinky. Swirl. And Acorn. And Ebony. And Drain. And Irony. And Baker. Okay. You know what I'm gonna go play the non-sequence version. Oopsie daisy, it's this one here. Okay. Oh wait, this is the... Hey, maybe I didn't play this one. Oh no, I guess, I don't know, this seems weird. Eject, I guess. And Crypt. It's probably Cleat, I guess. Huh. Roach, I guess. Is that what that is? Okay. What's this one all the way to the left? Aging, maybe? Alright, I'm going to put in wage. Okay. Gamer, I suppose. Yep, there you go. Alright. And what is that? Serum, is that what that one is? Serum on the end, okay. So geese, I guess, is the other one there. Okay. Alright, that was weird. Anyway, I don't know why it freaks me out so much that I've found that game in progress. Weird. Anyway. Fuhrer, right? And north. And dying, vying, I don't know. Alright, that could be there, I guess. Okay. And whole, I don't know, let's put in plum. What does that get me? That could be whole. What do you know it was? Clack, I guess. Drawl. And lying and leapt. Okay. Criffy. Joint. Freak. Hit that count right off the bat. That's probably crick, isn't it? Arose. Yep, okay. What's that one there? It's going to be A-N-O what? A-N-O. Anode, that's what it is, isn't it? A-N-O-D-E. Alright. And alloy, probably. And sever, sewer. Prime, I don't know. Let's try it, I suppose. Nope. So what? Grime, I guess. That was a little sloppy, but okay. It's got to be either the sever or sewer thing. Let's say waved, and let's see what that gives us. Okay. Oops. Alright, now what do I have over here? Tibia. Okay. Let's see what we got. Criffy. Joint. Freak. A fire. It's feral. Swine or spine, I'm not sure about that one. Oh, close, right? Okay. Fussy. Grown. Nope. Brown, probably, huh? Alright. I've got 3 guesses to get to. And I'm going to say spine, okay. And slosh. How much time I got? Oh, 10 minutes still. I got plenty of time. Okay. And so crust and house and dairy and that could be slash, that could be a bunch of stuff. I'm going to put in, oh wait, that one is Dutch, isn't it? D-U-D-C-H. There we go. And that one could be lymph. Nope. So glyph. Okay. Oh, hey. Oh, I'm glad you like the keyboard sound. I ended up buying this keyboard specifically because people they claimed to like the sound of mechanical keyboards, so I bought a mechanical keyboard. And I agree, I think it's a good sound. So is that moral or molar? Nope. Okay. Joint freak. That's probably fluke. That's probably, is that left again? Nope. Exalt. Right, so juice. Cliff. And value, I think. There we go. Wait, what is this? What in the world is this here? Oh, is it dunce? I guess that's what it is, isn't it? Okay, nope, it's not dunce. Oh, once. What am I looking at? Pagan, I guess. Alright, what's this one then? Preen. Okay. There we go. She, joint, freak. So, churn. After. I don't see that one right now. Maybe Savoy. see what that one's going to be. Voila. Shady. What is that? SH. Hey, what? Shave, maybe? No. Oh, man. That was not good. Okay, so it is shame. And what's that over there? Oh, it's a ward, isn't it? A-W-A-R-D. Okay. Freak. 40. Jaunt. Right. Nope. Orbit, maybe. Fable. Click. Angle. Glaze, I guess. Okay. And now what's this? A miss? Okay. We still have a few minutes left. So we'll play a few more of these. And I'll use plum anyway. That one's going to be urine, isn't it? Okay. That one's probably aping. Alright. That's probably awake. That's probably endow. Okay. And oops, every. And spray. And who's and slump. Okay, we're inside of 2 minutes. This might be the last one before the break. It's probably clerk, isn't it? Oh, that's going to be flung on the end over there. Trist. It's probably pasta. Yeah, that one is clerk. Mumbo. Worse. Okay. I'm going to try pasta. Okay. And the pride. What do you know? Okay. Still have 30 seconds. That's, I don't know. I don't want to play a game that fast. I might be able to get one done, but we'll just switch to this bit here and I will have a small drink of water. Okay, getting down to the last seconds here, and then I'm going to take a break, and then I will be right back. Okay, so I'm back from the break, and what does it say? We have, now here's the thing, one spot over here in the YouTube thing, it says that I have 16 concurrent viewers, and then there's another spot right here that says that there is 22 concurrent users, or viewers, excuse me. It's just crazy. Okay. I'm going to play some, do I want to play some more games? Yeah, let's play a couple more games. And then I will switch to, maybe I'll do the crinkling or something like that. So yeah, let me just do a couple more games and I'll switch to crinkling. Alright, one's probably karma. Roomba, I'm going to guess over there. Okay, Blitz, well, yeah. I'm glad you came by and said something. What is that one? Amend? Yep. Okay. Is that cinch? Okay. Is it exact? Is that what that is? Okay. And 7. multiple personalities. Ah, there you go. I was wondering where you were, MSE. Maybe Harry. I'm going to put it in Plum. See what this gets me, if anything. Stray, I guess, yeah. Brood. Being. Philly. Elude. That could be Bobby or Booby. Bobby. Zesty. No, Chesty, I guess. And oh, is that Hardy? There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's enough of that for a minute. Let's move this back over to here. Let's put this like this. Okay. That's like that. That's like that. Where did I do with it? It's over here. So we take stuff out of the bag. Let's put the bag here, I guess. And oops, I just bumped the green screen. Is it? Everything's fine. Okay. Hey, Benjamin, cool guy. How's it going? All right, so I'm going to do some crinkle stuff. Let's not do the pouches just yet. Let's do the metallicized plastic snack bar wrapper. What is this now? James has all of his devices. That's funny. Thanks, James. I should try and set up a thing for like some kind of massive Zoom call or something, but that way everybody could be on it, and that way we could see who falls asleep. Thanks, Benjamin. Cool guy. Let's do that. I'm going to have to order something so I can have a replacement for this because it's starting to get a little worn out. It's another envelope lined with bubble wrap, so you get kind of a double crinkle sort of. And you know, James, that's not a bad idea for Christmas thing. I could go get some of the silly, decorations and nonsense that we have, and hey, Mr. Pickles. Another thing I need to do is I just need to get into the habit of when I order stuff, like, do openings, you know what I mean? Because I know people like box openings and stuff like that. So, like earlier today, I got my seeds for, doing the wildflowers out front. And I could turn that into an unboxing, Missed opportunities, man. This one's starting to lose its charm, I think. Can I do ASMR? I don't know what you mean by do ASMR. For this one, I'm finding it disappointing this evening. Let's see if the 2 pouches will yield better results or more pleasing results as far as I'm concerned anyway. I don't know what you mean by do ASMR, please. I thought that's what I was doing. Well, I'm glad you came by Hong Kong. glad your brother likes my videos. Oopsie daisy, don't bang into the microphone spill. Let's do, what else we got here? That's just some basic bubble wrap. Oh. Yeah, we got a big piece of bubble wrap here. Yeah, you can buy just bubble wrap. The place I worked at before I moved back into this house, Arrow Paper, you could buy bubble wrap there in big rolls. Huge rolls. Rolls the size of your car. Big bag, because I like that sound. Yep, rolls the size of a car. Actually, I guess that's not entirely true, because they would come in those big rolls, but those rolls would actually have been split so that you could, they would get actually sold to people, and things that were, well, as wide as you're used to seeing bubble wrap. Those, it usually comes on rolls. They're like, I don't know, a good 5-6 feet in diameter, and then, stack those up. They were taller than me when they were stacked up. So, yeah. Maybe a small car, but yeah. Do I play Roblox? I don't know what that is. So I don't, I guess, is the short answer. If I don't know what it is, clearly I'm not playing it. break. I don't know what I'll do when I come back to the next break. Maybe more games, maybe more crinkling, maybe something else, I don't know. But in any case, break is just about to happen, and there we go. So I'll be right back. Here we go, I'm back. And everything is more or less okay. Fill a pool with bubble. Yeah, you know, I think that would be a good idea for filling the pool with bubble wrap. You know, I actually have a big pile of bubble wrap because I made a video a while back that was kind of, I think I called it something like Crinkle Extravaganza or something. And I'm thinking I might do another one of those. But yeah, I don't know. I need to find a place to stash all the bubble, because usually what I do is I just kind of keep bubble wrap when I buy stuff, and then I kind of just stick it off to the side someplace. But I need to figure out a better place to stash it. But I don't know. I'd see how big a pile I could get, and then I gotta, you know, encase myself in bubble wrap entirely. You know what I mean? Something like that. I don't know. That might be kind of interesting. So what else was I gonna do? A sip of water, I guess. What would be a good thing? I guess I could. Just gonna go back to brushing the. Oh, here it is. Brushing the microphone. Let's do that for a bit, shall we? Just because I like to do the brushing of the microphone. Not only is it a good sound, but it's kind of, I don't know, it's somehow calming to do. Okay, hang on, I got some comments here. C words, right. You know, I lost that when my computer did the nosedive. I lost that file it had, because I had a little text file that had that, what was it, that something, I can't even remember. I'll have to go back to one of the old videos and one of the old live streams and, you know, glean it from there, I guess. Yeah, C words video would be a good thing, I guess. Yeah, and I could think of something to ramble about, I guess. I think the live has been fine. Let's switch to the other ear, I guess, for a little bit. Well, the status of my getting the channel back is the same as it has been for a while. So there's been no real change. Yeah, so I have no idea how I'm going to get it back. Thanks, Benjamin, cool guy. Let's do some slower brushing for a minute, maybe. I like that, going slow like that. I need to get more brushes like this, so I have more options for brushing. Well, I hope so, as far as the comeback goes, but I don't know. I fear it's going to take, because people have mentioned the idea of, like, maybe you guys do a petition or something. I think it's going to take something like that. I don't know. Maybe I'll think of something better or more clever or something, but I had never thought about trying the Better Business Bureau. I don't know whether they'd be able to do anything or not. I wonder if YouTube even cares. You know what I mean? What the Better Business Bureau thinks. I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to look into that, Rob. Yeah, you know, thanks, Chris Miller, for making the suggestion. Did he? I must have somehow missed that, Rob. Yeah, that's it. Constantly cater. Yeah, there's something like that in there, right? Yeah, now I definitely got to go look that up. It's gonna drive me nuts. Thanks, Bobby. Yeah, I don't know why, but I've never really thought about doing this with the brush being really slow like this, but I'm really digging it. I mean, it's a really kind of slow and soft sound, but I'm really digging it. Of course, you guys are probably hearing a bunch of noise from upstairs, too. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do, Mr. Pickles. I kind of feel like I should do a different trigger for a minute. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I'll do some nonsense with the jar for a bit. First I'll do the tapping across the top of it, then I'll get out the chopstick. Yes, I did make a video on C words. I'll have to go back and look at that too. That'd be a good source for. I came up with that? No, I don't. I don't remember how I come up with any of the crap I come up with. Most of it's just silly nonsense that pops into my head. What's my favorite food? You know, I don't know if I have a favorite food. I mean, the thing I eat most frequently is probably a peanut butter sandwich. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but although I don't eat it every day anymore, but hey Atomic Ninja, how's it going? But for a while I was having a peanut butter sandwich every day. For a long while, actually. So I'll say peanut butter. I mean, because I eat peanut butter every day in one form or another. Even if it's just in a spoon. But as far as like going out to eat and that kind of thing, I don't know. I like most types of food. Yeah, it does have that kind of cartoonish sort of. Hey Soda Bowl, how's it going? I like dim sum a lot as far as types of food. Although in truth, just a steak is good too, you know? I mean, okay, you know what I'm going to do? Where did it go? I thought it was just right here. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. It's right behind me. How about we do some skateboard ASMR? How's that? So I got crap in my eye again. Okay, so how about we just do some tapping on it to start with, just because why not? Well, I'm glad you found me, Soda Bowl. Liver and onions with apples. Actually, I'm not a fan of liver. Yeah. Yeah, the next Tony Hawk. Yeah, I don't think so, man. I was never very good at tricks when I was a kid, even, you know what I mean? I mostly just like riding downhill or riding on ramps and that kind of thing. I wasn't very good at doing ollieing and kick flips and, that kind of stuff. I just never was very good at it. I think mostly because it's like the stuff, the riding and going on ramps and stuff seemed more fun, whereas tricks seemed like a lot of work. I don't know, just it seemed less fun. Seemed like something you did to perform, and you know what I mean? I didn't really want to mess with any of that. I like that sound quite a bit. guess it's time to stop. It's time for me to take a break. Oops, and there went my phone too. Yikes. Right, here I'm back now. I'm going to go ahead and we'll just do this one. There we go, because we don't need it anymore because there's no more breaks. And wait, what's that? Oh yeah, okay. Do I actually ride the board? Yeah, I only kind of ride it around inside the house here right now because I've got concrete floor over most of my floor. I haven't taken it outside yet just because, well, I don't know. I guess I'm just, an old man and I'm too wimpy to take it outside right now. But yeah, I will eventually, go take it outside. And I'm not going to be going down any hills or anything like that. I'm just going to find I don't know, a decent place to just kind of cruise down the street, I guess. It's kind of the idea. Anyway. Worst timer. Yeah. That's why it got the moniker of Evil Timer. Anyway, so yeah. Yeah, some nights do go by fast, don't they, Rob? Actually, most of them do. I mean, there's some nights at the beginning of the night I'm been thinking, holy mackerel, what am I going to do? But it always goes by and it's like, well, okay. I didn't have to worry about it really. Holy mackerel, so what am I going to do? I'm going to play some Octortle, I guess, for a few minutes, and then I guess I'll do some kind of, I don't know, mumbling, quiet stuff for the way out. So let's go over to here. Let's go to there. Right, okay. Stock. Shirt. Yeah, perfunctory, that's a good word. Catatonic is my favorite ASMR word. Catatonic. Catatonic. But I like T and the hard K sounds, C or K or whatever. Like stork there was good. Stork. So is stock. Stock, stork. What is that? One's probably sheep. No. I don't know. Shell. Huh. Angst is probably that one. Yeah, what do you know? Preen. And trout. Okay. I guess that's good advice or whatever. Thanks, Bobby. Oops. Freak. Okay. Okay, spice, I guess. Privy, I'm gonna guess. Hovel, I'm gonna guess. Creek, I can just read. Fetch. I don't see what that one is right now. Piano, no, not piano. I don't know, I'm gonna have to come back to that one. Tower, maybe? What is that one there? 60? Okay. And Axion, isn't it? Alright, here we go. Okay, hang on. Thanks, Bobby. That's a nice wish for everybody to get to their dreams. It's an out-of-order clue game. Anyway, I guess I got confused there. Giant freak. So probably Swift or something like that, but let's do musty. Glyph, I guess. Clash. And Lefty. Yeah, I would say that one has to be Swift, doesn't it? Okay. Vital. And Venus. And Trade. Oh, venue, not Venus. Zowie. And we're under 10 minutes now. Anybody else got any Christmas trip plans? Was that one fungi, probably? Probably scrap. Cacao, maybe. Yeah, what do you know? Let's say wave, I don't know. Alright, that one is going to be solve. Okay, what do you have here? I might think it's the present. And now is this going to be Axiom this time? Yep, what do you know? Live. There we go. And Vivid, I suppose. And Abby. What do you know? Wow. Rosarito. Nice. I haven't been down there in a gazillion years. I'm trying to think. The last time I was down there, well, I was still married, so that would have put it at the very latest, the early 90s. Sally. Smoke, I think, is that one. And plane is that one. And pair is that one. And sling is that one. And I don't see what that one is. Downy. Okay. Filth. And loopy. What do you know? Let's see, hang on. Or, well, I don't know. I mean, I was tested and had a high IQ when I was, whatever, but as a child. But, I used to say I was diagnosed as a gifted child. But no, I just play this game a lot. That's really what it is. A lot of times I'll just play it kind of absentmindedly, like while I'm watching a TV show or something. So how old am I? I'm 60. Look a little to the left. A little to the left, I don't know. I don't see. Well, anyway. I think that one's going to be aping. Proxy maybe. Yep. Beefy probably. Often probably. Birth probably we go. What is clean anyway? What is that one? Bilge? Or Bible, I guess. There you go. And what do I have over here? Havoc. Do I have another job or just YouTube? Just YouTube. Which is kind of sucky for me at the moment. Oh yeah, it's getting down as far as the timer goes. Tipsy. Erupt. My dream job would be actually basically doing this. If I could just, get it to the place where I could make it function properly. The best job I had in the past was actually when I worked for this artist, both in Southern California and then after he moved to the Netherlands, until we had a falling out. But before then, it was the best job I ever had. That and working at the tutoring center was good. That was a very gratifying job. I tutored math and logic at a community college, and then also I didn't tutor any logic, but I tutored math at San Francisco State for a while too. Yeah, I did work at a gas station for a very brief period. What is that over there? Value? Okay, had me stuck there for a second. Savvy? Okay, hang on. That's that. You know, I've tried doing the tweeting thing at YouTube, and I don't think I've gotten anything other than bots, though, because I just got the same responses that I get whenever I just, when I tried, doing the whole automated thing that, YouTube and Google has put up. Logic, what is that? What's in that? Well, it's talk about language fallacies, although that was the part I found least interesting. Mostly I liked doing the symbolic logic stuff where you were using proofs, writing proofs, using basic, logical forms of validity and all that kind of crap. What is this now? Expose himself outside the window. I don't get what you're talking about, Rob. Oh. Yeah, that was actually, that wasn't a gas station. That was just a convenience store. But it was for the same company because what it was is I worked for this company called Circle K. And when I first got the job, I was trained at a place that was a gas station. But then after they figured I knew what I was doing, they transferred me to just a crappy part of town. What is that, Ambly? What am I trying to do here? Follow me. Yeah, and I was having my lunch because I did the graveyard shift, and this guy came up and was exposing himself at me on the other side of the window. So it was like, it was just miserable. What is this now here? Uh-oh, it looks like the timer's about to go off. Oh, okay, so the timer just went off. So I guess I can turn that one off now too. Oh, I could have turned that off earlier, couldn't I? There we go. Okay, so let me go back to... I'm not going to bother finishing this. Let's just go to here. So anyway, and let's turn that one off too. There we go. And yeah, that was why I had a job tutoring that class MSc, is because a lot of people didn't want to take math, and so they took the logic course, and they had a lot of math tutors, but nobody wanted to tutor the logic course, so I did it. I was good at it, so I did it. And no, the guy didn't fart on me. It was just, yeah, it was just whatever. Cheeky 5. Well, anyway, so I hope everybody had a good time. I had a good time. I hope I'll see you guys all next week. Day after tomorrow, of course, will be Mind Test Monday. Now, it'll be the last one where they're weekly now. After that, I'm going to go back to doing every other one and see if I can get back to doing some kind of regular schedule that'll have more variety for you guys to watch. In any case, that's the plan. So until next week and the next video and all that, take care of yourselves and all that. Yeah, just be good people. Aloha, sibling.